What's going on, New Gaming Order? We back like the Juggernaut bitch, hitting you with another topic for January 30th, 2016. Those of you who are just joining us, we had an interesting discussion on the division. And I let that topic rip for more than 30 minutes because Thumb Thrasher Gaming and Free Play Mode had a lot of good things to say. Plus, our full-time staff member, Khalif. So, man, bro, anytime you got something like that, I got to give you your own segment on here because that was good content. I appreciated it. But with that, the next topic that we're going to be attacking is
Hey, what's going down, everybody? It's your boy.
what the heck?
That's me watching free play modes on video.
Oh,
Go
okay.
to your battles. Go ahead.
All right. So the next topic. Hold on, I got to sneeze. Ooh, sorry, allergies. All right. So what's going on now is apparently, if you were on the director's cut, you kind of heard me talking about this in brief. Pirated games may be going away in the next 2 years. Now, this is according to one of the hackers group, um,
RDT.
and apparently, Just Cause 3 was the first game to start implementing the Denuvo software. Basically, what it is in layman's term is it's an encryption to the encryption of a game. So if you have like a fort or you're doing capture the flag, right, and you're trying to breach one of the levels, what the Denuvo is like the barbed wire or the moat around the castle. So you have to break through the Denuvo to get to start chipping away at the base. Now with that, the issue with it is now when these some of these newer games or PC, when they start implementing this, it installs software onto your computer, but they don't know how it works, what data is collecting, and it's supposedly creating an algorithm, so it's constantly changing. So think of like the Hydra virus or something where you're trying to cure a hack or something, but
No, it's like an RSA. It's more like an RSA key.
yeah,
Yes, exactly. It's
it's
like RSA key.
so it's constantly
Yeah.
changing. So basically now they're
It's
trying
more
to
like bulk encryption.
yeah. So
Wow.
so basically now what might be happening, the gone are the days of the possible one hack or one pirate fix all type thing, where it's probably going to be like on an individual basis if they even go through the trouble of doing it. Now, Just Cause 3 was out for a couple of months before they finally got through to it. And I guess that hacking group has been very, very on point with it, where they were known to breaking things, but they just said, hey, they might be having issues with it. You know what I mean? So they're talking about FIFA 16 will start implementing this. Tomb Raider might be using this as well. You know what I mean? But the article comes from torrentfreak.com. And I just wanted to give everybody the floor. I wanted to start off with Demizzle. What are your thoughts on this
Let the
Denuvo?
Denuvo go last. You know how he is with
All
bootleggers.
right, for
Right.
for those of you who don't know what an RSA key is,
I know what it is.
it's essentially a key fob that they give IT people and people who work from home on their computers, and for people who need to access VPNs to log into their work server, it essentially is a 6 to 8 digit code that randomly generates every minute, so and authenticates against a server.
Hmm.
And if you enter the wrong key code, it won't authenticate. So that's what an RSA key is. But as far as
They were hacked.
as far as no hacks in the near future, I honestly saw that going away the second Steam started to pick up steam, pun intended. Because
Shut up. What the hell?
because like PC gaming is going away from physical copies because you don't see, like, if you go buy a PC game today, it's usually like you'll get the box and everything, but inside the box, instead of a game disc, you'll get a key card, and the key card will enable a download from that company's server of the game. So you're not even they're going away from physical media when you buy it at the store. So
Yep.
it's like they're getting wise to, like, the way they know the way to control their content is to
Post it
essentially
themselves.
keep it on their servers. Keep as little physical data out of the hands of customers as possible.
Right.
Now the drawback to that though, and my experience with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, the PC reboot, I've had that. I purchased that game in Iraq when I was in Baghdad, right? I think something
Pretty sure
happened.
it's real.
No, it's real. It was from the PX. Like it was legitimate.
It's real.
Yeah, I didn't get it from the
From the
bazaar.
exchange.
But yeah, but you know, Playboy knows about the bazaars and stuff. Like those people overseas are very resourceful. They know how to pirate anything. But
And they know how to
Hell
get
yeah.
shit.
I
yeah,
got a PSP. I got a PSP from over there and tried to trade it in up here. The motherfucking lady looked at me like I was crazy. Like, sir, you can't. Well, I don't even know what the SKU is for this. I was like, oh, shit.
yeah. But
Yeah, exactly.
with that, it's like I had the Need for Speed. It was a legitimate copy for the PC because I didn't have my 360 with me in Iraq initially. So I got this code for the my laptop. I installed it, and you know, when I was on night shift, I would just play Need for Speed when we're not getting attacked or anything. And it got you know, if I didn't have an internet access or whatever, I couldn't play the game. You know, and Playboy can tell you over there, if Sniper Hill or any of those things go down, and you had a game that had to keep logging into the server, like you're screwed. Even if I legitimately paid for it. Now, hacker server purpose, like if a game, you know, developer stops supporting that game, hackers do like, you know, the exe hacks or no CD hacks or whatever, so you can continue playing the game. You know what I mean? They're not all bad, but you got the assholes out there that trying to, you know, mess things up for the established order. But it is what it is. But taking, you know, control away from the consumer, it's like after the life of the game is done, an SNES cartridge, an N64, PSX disc, or Sega Saturn, you can still put it in and play it. The problem now is it's like they have too much control. When they don't want you to play it, you already gave them your money. You know what I mean? And it's like, what the hell? And I think they're going way too far with the Denuvo. But here's the thing too, it's because I think that if they have that much control, I already give them $60, and then they can tell me when and where I can play it. Or after 6 years, I don't want you to play it anymore. Give me my money back. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Well, you gotta look at them. You gotta look at them protecting their content. I think. Remember?
I get they're protecting their content, but after the life of the game, right?
Yeah.
I
So
should still be able to
talked
play
about
it.
this- We talked about this briefly when we were talking about the mods for Street Fighter V. And remember, I discussed the fact that they could possibly do something like that by just encrypting the the local binaries on users' systems, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like that's what this application is doing. Maybe they're watching a podcast or something. But
I just figured it out. It's just like the you know how ransomware works, where if you don't do it, it encrypts your hard drive.
They encrypt your hard drive.
This is the same thing, just localized to the specific game.
Right, exactly. So you're basically it's basically like true crypting one folder on your system that no one can get to. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, they put other files on your computer that once you uninstall that game, you can't pull those other files off, and they don't know where they are.
Right?
That's not fine. I don't want them putting stuff on my computer.
No. If I design a game, right, you should be able to uninstall the extra addedware for that particular game. But net result is if all the companies are going to use that thing, then that software needs to be on your computer. You know, you get what I'm saying? If you want to pay to play, right? You have to agree to my whatever terms of playing my game. You can't copy the content. You can't modify my binaries. And part of that is we encrypt our binaries on our system so that you can't touch them. And you say, yes, I agree to that. and then that's it. You play your game. Hopefully, it's not like any like Destiny or all these other games and expandable and downloadable content. It's the whole game,
Yeah.
and then that's it. You can download it anytime you want and play the game in full.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
I don't think it's a bad idea. It's this is why people need to fight. You know, the gamer community, whoever else is out there that's willing to support it, needs to fight for physical media, right? Or have the option to purchase physical media, even if they're not going to mass produce them and put them in stores. I should be able to go to you and say, I don't want this online stuff. I want the physical media, and then you pay for it, and then they ship you the physical media.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I wanted to add I was looking at the article. The Chinese cracking group is called 3DM.
Chinese crackhead group. What?
Oh my gosh! You know what? I can't even talk to you. All
I
right.
thought that's what you
I did not say that. Unbelievable.
Black people.
I have to agree with Gokin because remember back in the day before DVDs became like the standard, programs were still put up on CD-ROM, and if you wanted a DVD copy of it, you had to go onto that company's website and be like, hey, would you mind giving me a DVD copy of this program?
Right. You can do that with Linux now. Linux is distro, any major distro, and you go to like Ubuntu and you say you can download the ISOs, right? But you can also pay $10 and they'll give you the physical media. So, and I would suggest that people start investing in this type of thing, right? Because in the new world, whenever that happens, you're going to be forced to do updates and things you don't want to do on your system.
Windows 10 is doing it like behind your back.
You see that it's starting. That's why I would prefer, Windows 10. If you only need Windows for gaming, get a Linux box, and do GPU pass through on a VM or something, and then get on, play games, and get off, But I could see the other things like Linux and other places being forced into going in those directions, which is hard to do because it's supposed to be open source. But the way things are going, if you can get physical media of your favorite distros, get them while you can.
All right. So, Khalif, what are your thoughts on this new technology that might? Well, the 3DM is saying it might be virtually impossible in the future to. I guess I don't think it's impossible. It's just going to take longer for them to hack the games.
It's going to be impossible. Once you have an algorithm and encryption, like someone with those hackers would literally need to work for the company and figure out and get like the source algorithm to be able to crack that.
So you mean to tell me that the companies have finally beat the hackers?
Encryption. No, encryption. Listen, encryption has been beating the government for a long time. That's why everyone wants these back doors. Everyone needs a back door. We need this. We need that.
Back doors. Hold on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if you use encryption technology, you can. It's very hard. If I put a file today and I encrypt it with some crazy ass 256-bit or even greater key, it would take someone
a long time.
It would take someone over 1,000 years. That's how encryption works.
Yeah.
Like depending on what it is and how well you secured it, it could take someone up to 1,000 or even 1,000,000 years. There's no computers out there that can compute that many numbers at one period of time to crack it. So,
but you know what? Someone did say that as computers become more.
Unless you have a backdoor.
No. Wait. Because as the computers become more advanced, more powerful, that might not be the case. But you know what? I want to jump around. I want to give Playboy.
I need to jump in. Hold on.
Thank you. Playboy's here. He's here.
Wait a minute. This topic is like double dutch here. Everybody jumping in and out. Like, all right, go ahead.
And well, there's a legal aspect to encryption as well because not in every country the type of depending on the type of encryption is not legal. Right now, the only universal form of encryption that's legal worldwide and it's a standard is IPsec. Once you start getting into triple DES, RSA, secure ID, stuff like that, Diffie-Hellman encryption and MD5 stuff like that. You start operating in murky waters because these companies are releasing products worldwide, and depending on what region of the world for instance, let's take the European Union. You cannot run within EU states, anything running any type of bulk encryption because, believe it or not, the EU, they monitor everything going across the internet, coming across the pipes in the EU, and God forbid it go to Asia.
Yeah.
So like I said, standards like IPsec, which creates IPsec tunnel from A to B. That's perfectly legal because that's a standard. That's how HTTPS works. So but that's how VPN works. Tunnel protocols and everything like that. So, but when you start getting into like secure IDs and getting fobs and stuff, it becomes really murky. And also on these companies, these gaming companies, it starts to become real expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
So at the end of the day, it's all about making money. They're not trying to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Especially dealing with these foreign governments, regimes or what have you. So, especially with the Chinese market booming with the way it is, almost 2 billion people, they're trying to crack that. That they're trying to crack into that market. And China does not allow foreign companies to set up any sort of encryption on their internet infrastructure. So yeah, so
this is going to be interesting.
For America, it works fine, but once you get outside of America,
what the heck?
But yeah.
All right. Now with that, who didn't get to speak on the topic at hand? I just want to make sure everybody had. All right, go ahead, Noob. What are your thoughts on Denuvo?
Hey, it'll be very quick. Yeah, you guys are right. We're gonna end up moving to, especially on PC, digital only copies, which I don't like because again, it's a definitive purchase. You buy it, that's it. You don't like it, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue to get physical copies as long as I can, but nowadays you buy a laptop or something, you got to buy external disk drive. They're starting to do away with all that stuff. I don't know. I'm not heavy on that side yet. I'll just keep listening to you guys, and y'all give me some good advice.
No, you're doing the right thing. Keep buying the digital, the physical copy as long as you can.
Yes.
But you got to remember, at some point, it doesn't matter. With the way this is what's fucked up. The way they're designing the games, it doesn't matter. Because we got sucked in. We got sucked in with Destiny. That's an online only game. Right, so I can't play. You can't play that game offline, right? So we spent all this money, and when Destiny's done 10 years from now, and I want to go back and play Destiny, I will not be able to.
And you know what?
Same with Titanfall.
That's fucked up.
They need, just like they have the gamer rating, they need to put that somewhere where it's very visible and say this content, to access the content on this game, you must have a working internet connection.
It says it on the back of the box.
Nah, but or if it's a game that requires servers, because some games have servers, and then like EA. Remember a few years ago, they decided to shut down all their servers on a bunch of old games.
Yeah, they bought out companies and shut them down. Like what? Why would they?
That was on 360, and that was on PS3 when they were doing that.
Okay, now guys, I wanted to add. I'm on Wikipedia, and I have the list of publishers and the titles that are using this technology. First on the list is FIFA 15, EA Canada, Lords of the Fallen, CI Games.
Really, that game sucks. Anyway, I won't install that one again. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition, EA, developed by BioWare. Battlefield Hardline, that game was ass. I'm sorry. Anyway, they could keep that. Visceral Games, publisher EA.
But those are all Origin, right? So most of those games, it sounds like that extra piece of software will be Origin. It looks like Origin is probably facilitating the encryption of that software while it's installed.
That could be it too.
But I think that's the case. That's what it sounds like. Those are all EA games.
Just Cause was Ubisoft.
Yeah, matter of fact,
and Ubisoft has, now if you notice, if you wanted to go play Rayman, you have to install the Ubisoft software to play it, even though you buy it through Steam.
Not only that, you have that with Epic Games. They have that on the PC now too. But also on the list, Batman: Arkham Knight, Rocksteady had that. Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain, has it. Mad Max. Yeah, the new Mad Max game that Demizo was playing on Free Play Mode's channel. FIFA 16 has it. Star Wars Battlefront. Just Cause 3, Far Cry Primal, and Rise of the Tomb Raider will have this technology. Those of you who are in the watching live, I have it in the background so you can see, and I will also put it in the Discord for just GP. But that's interesting. I mean, they're going ham, but it's only a handful of companies doing it. It's very expensive to implement right now. But with that being said, I mean, any final words on this before we move on to our next topic?
We beat that one up pretty good.
Man, I tell you, today, I wish On Your Knees was around today. He's probably like knocked out. But shout out to Project Justice, Nelson, and those who were not able to be on today. We're just going to drive on. We're thinking about y'all, no homo. And we'll be back for the next segment. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Newgamingorder.com for the latest and greatest video gaming news brought to you by a bunch of juggernauts, pimp smacking people. So stay tuned, and we'll...
Who gets that?
What the heck?
Damn.
Unbelievable. All right.
What was that?
Okay, so please join us for our next segments and check out our other content on YouTube. We just need the subs. That would be great. And we'll see you on the next one.